Welcome back, Luxurious Fleet. We have tons of Japanese and Korean auto news today. A 300 horsepower Yaris is spied, Toyota makes a Popemobile, and the Sante Fe gets upgraded for 2021. Over at Spider 7 Japanese scoop site, Toyota's whole hardcore 300 horsepower GR Yaris GRMN, so it would be called a GRMN Yaris commercial model, and the actual car is coming, they say. Now, of course, take that with a grain of salt, but this is a real thing. They're actually testing it, but it coming out as a production car has not been confirmed. But scoop sites, you know, they're exciting. So these pictures are fantastic. This thing is, I mean, if the GR Yaris wasn't crazy enough by itself, you know, that next level of crazy. That huge inlet here, for improved aerodynamics, I guess. You get this massive wing in the back. The wheels up front look good, but the ones in the back look like they're more for aerodynamics. And then we have these big carbon fiber splitters here in the front for increased downforce. Of course, we have the beautiful carbon fiber roof. Now, it looks like there's all sorts of sensors tied to this vehicle, obviously for testing purposes. Now, they're saying it's going to carry the same engine in the current one, which is a 1.6 liter 3-cylinder turbocharged engine. Well, in the GR Yaris, it produces around 260 horsepower depending on the market that it's available in. It's not available here in the States. Hopefully we get some iteration of it in a GR Corolla, GR CHR possibly, but they're saying that it's the same engine, but overboosted to about 300 horsepower. That's crazy, and the looks of this thing are insane. So we'll see. We haven't seen a GRMN product in quite some time. I think we saw it in the last Yaris, but again, that was only for really small parts of the world. I think it was only for Europe. Now this GR Yaris is much more of a global product. A GRMN would be a very, very small made batch model. Very exclusive. I would guess 50 grand, 60 grand. In terms of US dollars. It'd be very expensive, but it's exciting to see Toyota not be so boring. So, all right, moving on. It's a Mirai. The Pope has a hydrogen Toyota. Yeah, check this out. So the Pope was given 2 Popemobiles. Well, there 2 were made, I should say. One was made for his visit to Japan last year, and the other one was gifted to him. And this is the only vehicle that I know of that really makes holy water. And the reason is because of the emissions of hydrogen. Fuel cell, the only emission is water. So holy water, Mirai. And I'm like, okay, well, the Pope lives in Vatican City, and there's got to be a hydrogen station nearby. Otherwise, the vehicle being gifted to him is just ridiculous. He's just auctioned it off for charity, right? Well, look, there's a station down here. I'm going to click on it, and it's only about 12 miles outside of Vatican City. And hydrogen fuel station currently not in operation. So the Pope has a Mirai fuel cell Popemobile. Kind of cool. I think it's cool, but he can't refuel the thing. I don't think there's an underground fuel cell station underneath, you know, the Vatican and the catacombs or anything like that. But guys, we gotta keep moving. Some more serious news. Hyundai Sante Fe adds innovative design, powertrain, and driver convenience technologies. I would say one of the biggest takeaways is they have a new Smart Stream, the 2.5 liter turbo engine with an estimated 277 horsepower. That's a big jump up from the 2 liter turbo that is in the outgoing model. So there's a new available hybrid we'll go over in a little bit, and there's a new upscale calligraphy edition on top of course, all the safety features and the new designs. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the design language of most Hyundais at the moment. I think Kias in general look a little bit better. It's not overly stylized like the Tucson is. The new Tucson, it's just too much for me. It's just craziness. This one is much more subdued. I wouldn't say no based off the styling. That's what I'm trying to say. The interior has been upgraded, especially for the top of the line calligraphy package, and it looks really, really good. It kind of reminds me of the top of the line Venza interior. And that's not a bad thing. However, this is going to have 2 dual screen digital displays. Of course, one behind the steering wheel. Of course, that's optional. And you have a 10-inch touchscreen and a 12-inch behind the steering wheel. You get new wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. Heck yeah, we just detailed that in the Honda Accord refresh what was it, yesterday? 2 days ago? 2 days ago now. And I wanted to go over the hybrid because we know that the Sorento got the hybrid upgrades. They talk about the efficiencies of the gasoline engine only, but we want to talk about the hybrid right here. It is going to have the 1.6 liter turbo, that's the same engine that is in the Sonata sitting outside. Can't wait to give you guys my impressions on it. Gonna drive it around a little bit today. And it's going to have 225 horsepower total combined with electrification. Now, I don't see anything, they talk about kilowatts and blah, 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 batteries, fully, the output of the batteries. I don't see anything in terms of efficiency when it comes to this hybrid, but if we look at the Sorento hybrid, it should be pretty close to that given that these vehicles are very, very similar. Now, what I don't see here is a plug-in hybrid, which is available on the Sorento. So, not that that's a bad thing. If you want the plug-in hybrid, you can go to the Kia side. But yeah, it would have been nice to have that as well on the Sante Fe here. Over at CarBuzz, Acura's new idea for first-gen NSX owners is brilliant. So they are polling owners here in the United States of the first-generation NSX to see if they would be interested in a Honda restoration program, okay? And they would have various services, and they have this program already in Japan, and they did some conversions on what it potentially could cost here in the United States for these services. So $1,200 base fee just for the inspection, raising to $2,500 for full exterior cleaning. So to me, that's just a detail, a $2,500 detail. Replacing various fuel system parts is $3,200. Clutch replacement $4,000 to $8,500. That's a huge difference in cost there. That's kind of interesting. So a complete engine overhaul can cost as much as $23,600, and a full exterior disassembly and subsequent makeover is just shy of 40 grand. I mean, you're gonna have owners who are obsessed with these cars, interested in such a thing that Honda would provide this service, or I should say Acura, Honda, it's the same thing, but pretty cool. I just want to share that. Some sad news here is Mitsubishi Motors to trim winter bonuses by 20%. Now these are for workers in Japan. This will affect about 13,000 people. So Merry Christmas to Mitsubishi factory workers. Just kind of sad times we're living in. And over at Automotive News, this could be the most heavy news we have today in terms of implications going down the road. Mr. Chung, I'm not going to pronounce that, succeeds father as chairman of Hyundai Motor Corp. Chung, who's 49, previously the Auto Group's executive vice chairman, was promoted to chairman at an extraordinary board meeting. But yeah, I'm not going to read all about Mr. Chung here, but anytime you get a newer person handling the reins, interesting things can happen for the company. So lots of news today: Popemobiles, GRMN Yaris, new Sante Fe, and I'll see you guys in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far into the video and haven't smashed the like button, go ahead and do that. It helps me out so much with the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you're not. Lots of interesting things coming in the future for not only for automotive news, but for my reviews as well. Like I said, I have a Hyundai Sante Fe sitting, Hyundai Sonata. Sante Fe was in the news today. Hyundai Sonata sitting outside for me to review. And guys, look what came in the mail. I got my rotary engine motor in the mail, which is it's a pillow. It's a pillow. So can't wait to take my first nap on it and review it for you guys. I'm not going to do that, but I will nap on it. I'm not going to review it. And guys, if you want the rotary motor, yes, the rotary comes out. If you were interested, I'll put it down below so you guys can go head over to my shop and shop around. That helps me out as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves and peace out.